Hello, English learners. Welcome to the English with Michael YouTube channel. Today I've got a rambly video, which means a video where I'm giving you my thoughts on language learning. And this is a really important topic today. So I want to talk about motivation. Do you need motivation to learn a language? It sounds like an obvious question, but I think it's not quite as straightforward as you might think. So think about it this way. Do you need motivation to brush your teeth? No? I hope you're brushing your teeth at least twice a day. And I don't think you need to be motivated. I don't think you need to be excited to brush your teeth. And I think language learning can be exactly the same. Let's imagine if you did use motivation to brush your teeth. I think, I imagine there would be most days where you wouldn't brush your teeth. You would just say, I don't feel like it today. I'm not in the mood to brush my teeth, so I'm not going to do it. And this evidently was how I spent my teenage years. But as I got older, I realized motivation is not enough if you want to do something on a regular basis. And the difference between brushing teeth and learning a language, learning English, is one of them you're building a skill. I hope I've mastered brushing my teeth after a few decades of this, but language learning is always improving, and you do have a goal, hopefully, in mind for the future as well. So, motivation can be a bonus. It does help to be motivated, and that really can fuel you and push you along your English learning journey. But don't rely on motivation. So, what should you do instead? I suggest relying on the habit, the routine. Just like you do when you brush your teeth, you need to have that habit. And I think the best way to make a habit is to connect it to a previous habit you have. This has been called habit stacking, if you want to know the technical term. So, for example, I always have a shower and then I brush my teeth afterwards. And those two things always come together. I don't have to think about it because it's just a habit. It always happens one after the other. For me, the same goes with my language study. In the morning, I wake up, I do a little bit of meditation, then I sit down and study language. So language always comes at that second part of my morning, every single day. Some days, I really don't feel like I'm in the mood to do it. I don't have that motivation, I don't have that excitement, but I still do it because I know it's part of my routine and I don't allow my brain to start thinking about it. If you think about it, you will start going, yeah, I guess I'm quite busy. I don't really want to do it today. You'll make excuses. So don't allow your brain to think about it. Keep it as a routine, the same time every day. If you do that for a couple weeks, that routine will stick. Another thing I think is really important to help build that habit is to have regular sleep. And all of my advice today is coming from my own experience. So this is stuff that I've really struggled with in the past. And I've noticed, especially when I have a holiday, I don't have a regular wake up time. When that happens, I tend not to study languages because I don't have that routine in place. So I would say go to bed whenever you like, but waking up at the same time every day I think is so important. So this year I've been waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have the exact same morning routine every day, and it really helps me create that habit and study without fail. And as of today, I've actually studied 133 days without breaking my streak. So fingers crossed, I can keep doing that. And by the way, one tip for that I found really useful, not English related at all, but more like sleep related, is I have a 2 alarm system. So What I do is I have my watch that vibrates as my first alarm, and then 3 minutes later, I have my phone alarm on the other side of the room. So I can wake up quite gently with the vibration of my watch. Then I have to get up and turn off my phone alarm, and then I'm already standing. I might as well wake up. So that's a really good tip I found to avoid snoozing for too long. Within 2 minutes, I'm up and I'm ready to go. I often don't study when I wake up late, so really get your sleep in order, and that will help your English quite well, I imagine. I really believe if you have these basic habits, the basic routines in place, it can give you some freedom in the rest of your day because you have more time, you're not studying all day, you have that time in the morning, and it's done, it's out of the way. The final part to this video is gaining motivation from other people's praise. Now, if you can find people who will support you and praise your language skills, that can be a great motivation. Just hearing someone say, wow, that's amazing. I can't believe you're so good at English. I think that can be so motivating and really push you forward again. It is a bit harder in English, I would say, because so many people speak English. So I think it's less impressive than, say, someone who can speak Chinese, unfortunately. But if you can find that, that would be a great thing. But I should also give a disclaimer that you shouldn't rely on their motivation. If you're relying on other people's praise to keep you going, then it's not sustainable. It will not be very good. But basically, it's just about surrounding yourself with positive people who will support you along your journey. So there we go, little rambly video, but I hope it was useful. Just a quick summary, as I like to do. We spoke about don't rely on motivation, rely on your habits, like brushing your teeth. Also, get your sleep in order. So when you have a good sleep schedule and you wake up at the same time, that will help your English too. And finally, surround yourself with people who will praise you and support you, but again, don't rely on that praise for motivation. That's my 3 tips regarding motivation today. I really hope you found some value in what I said. If you did, leave a comment, let me know, and I will reply. I always love to see your comments. And if you have not done so already, I'd really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, and then you'll be notified to future uploads as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.